We always have fun with the OAC, and Dana O'Quinn is here, and you are the director of Voices of the Titanic.
I am.
Are you having fun with this project?
I am having fun with it. It's my first foray into directing, so
oh,
you know,
really? I didn't know that.
Yes, I get to delegate things. I get to yell at people.
You like that?
I kind of like that part. I'm like, on stage now. Get off the stage now, and they do it.
You diva. You diva.
No,
You
it's been
brought
fun.
someone with you, and who are you, ma'am?
I would like to introduce Mrs. Brown, and tell us a little bit about yourself, Mrs. Brown.
Yes, my name is Margaret Tilden Brown, but you can call me Molly.
Oh,
Okay,
Molly Brown.
Molly Brown.
That's the direct connection with the Titanic.
Correct.
Of course, yes.
Correct. I was born in Hannibal, Missouri, but my husband, Mr. Brown, made most of his money digging for it in Colorado and sent me on this wonderful cruise with not such a nice outcome.
Oh, well, obviously you're here to talk
But you are
about it.
unsinkable.
I am unsinkable.
Tell us about the premise of the play.
Well, the premise is it's not based on the movie, so you don't think you're going to see Jack and
Right.
Rose and any of that,
Yeah.
or anybody standing on the rail and being king of the world. Not that kind of play. Okay, it is a two-act play, and the first act is the event itself. And it's little vignettes of how things progress, and characters come on, and you get to meet some of them. The Molly Brown is a character, Madeline Astor, the young wife of John Jacob Astor, and the Strausses, who are the owners of Macy's. So you get to know some of them, and obviously Captain Smith and the gentleman in the wheelhouse, Mr. Andrews, who was the designer of the Titanic, who pretty much walks around saying, "I never said it was unsinkable." You know? So, I said it was practically unsinkable, and so, but things then get tenser and tenser as the iceberg is hit, and then you know, chaos kind of reigns, and people are trying to make their way to lifeboats or saying, "Oh no, it's just a drill," and that sort of thing, and so it closes then. And there's a narrator who is a professor type person who kind of narrates along in very small portions. But at the end, all the characters are on the stage in a semicircle, and some names are read.
Okay.
As far as, you know, the people that did not survive. And then some of them step out in character and say whether they survived or they did not.
Okay.
And some of them went on to say they did survive, and this is what happened in the rest of their life.
Okay.
And that's the end of Act 1. Now, Act 2 is the congressional inquiry, where
which we don't hear about much.
No,
so.
no, but there was, it was, obviously it was a touchstone thing in history. I mean, we still talk about it today. There's still movies made. People still go to the site, and there's still, you know, submarines looking for stuff. So it's a worldwide touchstone as far as what happened on April 14th, 1912, was it? Yes. I should know that right off the top of my head. And so there's a lot of questions raised, even accusations that that they hit it on purpose to get insurance money of that sort of thing. And then the whole safety issue. It made a big change in maritime safety regulations as far as the number of lifeboats on sailing vessels and things of that nature. But it goes through some survivor affidavits, and also one of the main characters is Bruce Ismay, who was the managing director of the White Star Line. And you kind of watch him, and he has survivor guilt, although he did try to help people and into the boats and everything. But you kind of see him slowly decompensate as the inquiry goes on, to where he's just kind of a broken man at the end, and pretty much lives the rest of his life as a recluse. And that's how, you know, it impacted his life. And there's some ladies that come on, and they're sitting in. It's kind of a visual thing where they're in a lifeboat, and then they're telling their stories as if they were still in that lifeboat, their memories of that. Cool. And then we have some of the officers come on, and there's a few salty dogs, I guess you would call them. Salty dogs. And as one that was accused of speaking roughly to the passengers, or to Mr. Ismay, and that's quite a character. And so it goes on to tell that, and at the end of that, you know, it just closes with you know, the empathy the world felt, you know, the changes that it brought about, and that we're still talking about it today in 2011.
Exactly.
And
it was something you chose to be your first directorial
No,
debut.
I just submitted it.
Oh, did you really?
And I'm thinking, you know, Dana, it's a large cast. It's like 15, 18 people.
Okay.
And I should have started probably with about a 6-person cast. But I think it's going.
You'll get through it.
It's go. Everybody seems happy.
Now, do you feel like you'll want to do this again?
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Is acting a lot easier to do?
I guess I'm a backstage director.
Oh, okay.
We know it's easy when your actors say, "Oh, I think they should do it this
Yeah.
way," but
But
now
when you're
on the
put in
other
that
side,
position, yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
well,
I like the global aspect of it, but I don't like, oh goodness, no, I need to go figure out where my
how am I
spotlights are
going to
going
make
to
that
be.
work?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, those
Right.
kind of
I have a
things.
vision, and now how it's going to work. Of course, Vivi, Allen, and Ann Graffy are the set designers, and it's going to be awesome. On that, it's minimalist but still effective.
So when is it?
It is the last weekend of January, the
coming
29th,
up real
30th,
quick,
and
real soon.
31st. Yes, next weekend, as a
Is it
matter
a
of fact.
2-week run or is it?
Just that weekend.
Just
Now,
that
it's
weekend, okay.
7:30 on Friday and
And
Saturday
Saturday.
nights, and then
And
Sunday
2 o'clock.
at 2. For more information, I want to throw out, call 391-3504 or visit the ozarkartscouncil.org.
Yes.
I want to throw that out before I forgot.
Thank
But
you.
who else is in the cast?
Daryl Horton is in the cast. Mary Bishop is in the cast. Jamie Taylor. Michael Loggins is in the cast. Let's see, Ann Porter. There's some Caitlin Speak. There is Katie Blessing. Some young Hunter
Oh,
Benz. And
We have high school children.
Some young
Troy
younger-
Laborde.
That's great. College age.
Great.
who am I forgetting? Oh, Clark Middleton, Michelle Lindley, and some newcomers as well.
Wonderful.
Linda Henson.
I always like to see people come into the theater.
Yeah, so we had some newcomers, and they're doing a fantastic job. And,
Well,
and
great.
the outfits are really coming together well, as you can see.
Oh, yeah,
Right,
that's
right.
great, yeah.
Because that's always an issue. You've got to get the appropriate
Oh,
costume.
we've got to run. What was you going to
We
say?
are also going to have some wonderfully historical things in the lobby for people to
okay.
peruse. We have
Yes,
the
okay.
lists of who was in each lifeboat.
Oh, that's
Great.
neat.
And the manifest list of all the cargo and stuff that was on the
Oh,
ship.
neat.
Just interesting for people's perusal.
Well, that'd be fun.
Okay.
That'd
Oh,
be fun.
Hercules may be on stage too. I think I'll
Of
have
course.
to bring her.
Of course.
Wouldn't be a play without him.
That's right.
Give the dates one more time.
29th, 30th, and 31st of January. Nope.
All right.
Nope.
What?
The last weekend.
28th.
28th, 29th, and 30th.
Last
of-
weekend, Friday,
of
Saturday.
January.
All right.
All right.
Come out and
Sunday.
enjoy
Come
it.
see it.
7:30 and 2 in the afternoon.
Okay.
Thank y'all for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Molly.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us this week. Thanks to all the guests. We're completely out of time. See you again next time.